My name's Shaft Mubanga, the president of Zambia Union of Tanker Drivers and Allied Workers. We are here at Dar es Salaam, Kigamboni. We have come to inspect the exercise which we have started concerning the dips and dip charts. We had received a complaint from our BVOs to say some of the depots, they are not dipping them according to the law which is there as at now. So we are here at Mount Meru Depot, where we had a meeting with Chawamata and the other staffs from Zambia, Mr. Matthias Banda and Mr. Brian Mwamba. Yeah, so we have agreed with the Mount Meru to say each truck which is entering into Mount Meru Depot to load, after loading, Intertake people, they have to go on top of the truck to measure and to light those figures into that Intertake document, so that when they reach Zambia, those SGS and Tazama people, whoever who is receiving that truck, they have to follow those measurements which is written there, because we have experienced a lot of shortages through those meters in Zambia. So we want to know where the problem is by doing after loading. That's why we instructed all the transporters to put the dips and dip charts, because of the losses which these drivers are facing when they are in Zambia there. So when they reach there, Zambia, they have to dip the truck to see to compare the readings which they have written from this depot to Tazama or Lumwana or whatever depot, Washalami, Lubis, Mount Meru, Zambia. If they compare those readings, they have to calculate to know how much is the shortage of the driver. If it's 200, they have to indicate on that document. When they go to the meter there, you find that the short is coming 500 liters. So the short of the driver is what he has loaded, what he has delivered, not that for the meter. And we have to urge all the transporters, don't deduct a driver which his truck, everything was intact on the truck. Then you find that some of the transporters, they are deducting our members, which is not good. Yeah, so some of them, we are going to take them to court. If this government document, if they have measured everything is okay on the truck, then you find that they are giving a driver a loss. We are going to take some measures now to take them to court, because they are stealing from the drivers.
Okay, so for how long maybe you see that problem that makes the driver to get a shortage?
Yeah, before we were just loading here without any document of loading, and we are very surprised why Tanzanian government, they are allowing tankers to enter into the depots without dipping charts or dipsticks. Because in the law, when you are receiving a truck like this one which is entering there, they have to check. He has a certificate when it's in Zambia. When we go to Tazama, before you enter Tazama, they have to measure your truck on top, so that to make sure this allege mark is intact. When you enter Tazama, you have to load. After loading, they have to measure again. You have to have 2.5 centimeters on top of the allege mark to know that you have loaded enough quantity. But surprisingly, you load with the meter of Tazama, you go and offload with the meter which was verified by Zambia Weights and Measure, but your truck, it was calibrated by Zambia Weights and Measure. You find they are giving a driver a loss of 1,500, especially us who are coming from this side. When we reach Zambia, they are telling us, you don't measure where you are loading. So they have stolen from you. And these depot owners, there is a tenders which we are suspecting they were stealing from the drivers, because the law is very clear. You can't allow the truck entering into your depot without dip chart and dipstick, because we have seen from the Tanzania Weights and Measure, the fines is 20 million Tanzanian shillings if they find a truck without dip chart. But most of these depots, they are receiving these trucks, loading the trucks without dip chart and dipsticks.
So a few days we are receiving the complaining from the Zambian trucks drivers. They said their truck, they didn't get the calibration. You can tell us what the exercise now is going of calibration of Zambia trucks.
So far so good. All the transporters, they have responded. And we made it last time to say on the 10th it will be the last to receive a truck without dip chart and dipsticks.
So how exercise is going?
So far so good. The exercise is going well. And we have extended we have begged to Chawamata and Tanzania Weights and Measure to extend up to month end. So we want to make sure to tell all transporters by month end, no depot will be receiving the truck which has got no dip chart and dipsticks. Yeah, but the exercise is going well so far. What has remained is to make sure the process to be followed. When you enter the depot, make sure before you leave the depot, Intertech people, they must come on top of your truck to measure, to light those measurements into your document so that you can't have any challenges when you reach at off-roading point.
So today you have the meeting with the management here in Mount Meru. So what do we expect maybe from today?
Yeah, we have experienced that Mount Meru depot, they were not dipping the trucks. I don't know what measurement they were using. So we had a meeting with Chawamata management and Zutadu management with the management of Mount Meru, which we agreed. They say we have to talk to management Mount Meru Zambia. So we have called Mount Meru Zambia. They have confirmed to say yes, it's our problem. We didn't inform Intertech. So we told Mount Meru Tanzania, Mount Meru depot to say, if that exercise is not starting from tomorrow, no truck should enter to load here at Mount Meru depot without taking a dipstick from Intertech.
So how about from those trucks who they don't have dipstick?
Those trucks which are no dipsticks and no dip charts, they are not going to be attended end of this month. They are not going to be attended end of this month. No depot who is going to receive any truck without dips and dip charts.
Okay, so you can say anything to your drivers and the transporters as well?
Yeah, starting from my fellow BVOs, we have to take this issue as a serious one, because we have suffered a lot. People, some they have lost their jobs, some they are paying money which they don't know. Can you imagine a transporter buys a truck without any measurement inside there, then they give a driver to come and load. And here they are receiving those trucks, they are loading them. When he reaches where he's going to off-road, you find 1,000 liters short, 500, 800, and the driver has to pay that money. So that's why we have fight for these dips and dip charts, so that the driver must know, he has to sign, he has to put signature for the thing which he knows exactly what he has loaded. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.